Let's suppose you had a bank account that every morning at 6 a.m. the bank account deposited $86,400 into your account. You like this idea? And the one requirement was that you had to spend it all that day. And that when you went to bed at night, any of the money you had not spent would be debited back out of the account. What would you do? You'd spend every stinking cent. You'd figure out a way to use it. And that is exactly what God does with you every 24 hours. He gives you 86,400 seconds. And God says, you can use this any way you want to use it. But once it's been used, at the end of the day, anything you unused or misused or didn't use, you lose. If you don't use it, you lose it. And you're never going to get it back. Now, if you are an average American, you will live 25,550 days. And if you live to be 70 years of age, you will spend in your lifetime 23 years of your life sleeping, solid years. 17 years of your life working. You will spend 11 years of your life watching television and playing. You can imagine that. You'll spend 6 years of your life traveling. You'll spend 6 years of your life eating, some of us a little bit more than that. You'll spend 2 years of your life getting ready, except for women, and that will be 19 years. And in conclusion to my message today, and you will spend 1 year in church, a solid year in church, if you are a typical American. Now, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but time does not always cooperate with my agenda. When I want it to go slow, it goes fast. And when I want it to go fast, it goes slow. Do you remember when you were in school and you were waiting for that clock to tick to get out of class? And they had those clocks that went backwards before they went forward. They go tick, 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 tick. And you're going, that is going so slow. I just looked at it. And yet, when things were fun, the time went really fast. And you go, it's already over. That ride is over. Come on. Let's do it again. Now, the Bible tells us that life is a trust and life is a test. We talked about this last week. That God says, I have entrusted certain things into your hands. I have given you time. I have given you money. I have given you abilities. I have given you relationships. I have given you intelligence. I have given you freedom of choice. Everything you have in your life is a gift from God. And God says, I trust this to you. It's entrusted to you during your years on planet Earth. And he says also, while you're on Earth, I'm going to be testing you. And I'm going to be testing to see what you did with what I gave you. What I entrusted to you. I'm going to see how you used your time. I'm going to see how you used your money. I'm going to watch how you used your intelligence, how you used your energy. I'm going to watch what did you do with what you were given. And the Bible makes very clear that this life is preparation for the next. That you get 60, 80, maybe a little more here on earth. It isn't that much time, really. And then you're going to die, and that's going to be the end of your body on earth, but you're going into eternity, and in eternity you will live for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and trillions of years. And the Bible tells us that this life is preparation for the next. And God says that your rewards in heaven, we're going to be rewarded in heaven, that your roles in heaven, we're going to do different things in heaven. You're not going to just sit around doing nothing. You'll have roles and rewards, and your responsibilities in heaven will be determined by how faithful you were with what you were given here on earth. Now, don't misunderstand me. This is not talking about how you get to heaven. There's only one way to get to heaven. God's grace. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ. the only way you get to heaven. You can't work or earn your way to heaven. It's just by grace. But what you do in heaven, your rewards, your roles, and your responsibilities in heaven will be determined by what you do with what you're given here. Are you faithful with the trust you've been given?